The following are properties, original work, creations, and ideas of Kelebogile Sehoa. The ElementRings brand includes, but is not limited to, the ElementRings Pty Ltd company, the ElementRings script, comic book or manga script, characters, movie script, ElementRings merchandise, and Negu brand. All rights claimed and reserved by Kelebogile Sehoa. Hello and welcome back to ElementRings. As usual, before continuing with the story, here's a quick recap. Botlhale, Tisetso and Jonathan made it to Mystic Wonders, the same store that caught Botlhale's attention when they initially went to the food court. Botlhale even felt that everything that was happening and how it was happening was preordained. The group of families enjoyed themselves at the restaurant before going to fetch Botlhale's ring. If you haven't checked out the previous audios, do yourself a favor and check them out first. Now let's continue with the story. As the three males walked into the store, Botlhale thought about the name of the store, Mystic Wonders, and it made him more intrigued. Tisetso, who was walking behind his father and his best friend, asked, "How is someone as cool as I friends with someone as nerdy as you? I don't get why you and my dad are into such things." Tisetso was very confused at his life situation, but he still loved them no matter what. Botlhale and Jonathan just looked at each other, ignored Tisetso and smiled. Botlhale was now in the center of the store and all he could say when he saw everything was, "Whoa." Tisetso had this and he hurried to where Botlhale was to tease him some more. Tisetso laughed and said, "You look so happy. It's as if you've seen your crush, Mendy." Botlhale blushed and answered, "Remember this face, my friend. It's the face I make when I really love someone or something." The store employees were friendly to them. They kept asking if they didn't want any help. As they were browsing the shop, they kept bumping into more employees who kept asking if they still wanted any help. Excuse me, would you like me to help you with something?" asked one of the employees who walked up to them. Botlhale and Tisetso didn't know what to say and couldn't turn her down because they had just realized that Jonathan had disappeared. The boys looked around and even moved around to see if they could find him until they ran into each other in a different section of the store. "Dude, where's your dad?" Botlhale asked Tisetso. "I don't know. Come to think of it, he vanished soon as we entered this dump," Tisetso teased. They looked and even forgot about the lady they couldn't turn down earlier. Jonathan showed up out of nowhere and said, "Here I am." Jonathan kneeled on one knee, held Botlhale on the shoulder and said, "It's time, Botlhale. Let's go get your ring." Botlhale was excited to hear Jonathan say those words. He then thinks, "This is going to be awesome, but what if I don't like it? Or what if it doesn't live up to my expectations?" Jonathan then thinks to himself, so he thinks the ring might not live up to his expectations. He has no idea what's in store for him. Tisetso looked at his father and friend share a moment and it weirded him out. He smacked his forehead and thought, "What the hell are these nerds doing? This is so embarrassing." The lady who Botlhale and Tisetso couldn't turn down showed up from behind and asked, "Did I hear you say ring? What kind were you looking for?" Jonathan stood up, turned around and answered, "We are looking for an ElementRing. I hope you still have them. I know there are 4 in the whole world in total." The lady was impressed by Jonathan and said, "You must be a regular if you know about those. Please follow me." The lady leads them to a door that had the word Mystic written on it. She opened the door and said, "In here, please. The magic awaits you." Hearing this kind of talk ticked Botlhale off and he responded and said, "Magic? Yeah, right, lady. Good sales talk. But this isn't Harry Potter or Lord of the Rings. Magic isn't real. Tisetso couldn't hold back his laughter. He felt as if Botlhale was contradicting himself by saying that. Botlhale hadn't noticed, but the inside of this room was more attractive than the rest of the store, and then it dawned on him. Wow, look at this room, Botlhale thought. Jonathan walked up to a different section of the room once he entered and was actually alone there. They noticed him, and as soon as they did, he said, "There it is," then thought, Botlhale will love it for sure. This sight sure brings back memories. Jonathan then points his finger at the glass cabinet with the words, "ElementRings," written above it. He looks at the lady and says, "The ring, please." The lady grabs a key from a drawer and goes to unlock the cabinet. She reaches for a small wooden box with 4 symbols on it: a triangle, a cross, an eye, and a fox head. The box was very beautiful and well decorated. The lady gives the box to Jonathan and then closes the cabinet. She then kneels down, unlocks the lower compartment, and takes out 2 books. The books were a history book and an instruction manual. The books had the same symbols as the box. The lady locks the lower part of the cabinet, stands up, takes the box from Jonathan, heads to the drawer to return the key, and places the items in a plastic bag. "We are done here. Could we please exit the room and follow me?" said the lady. She leads them to the till where they pay for their items. Tisetso and Jonathan were the first to exit. Botlhale, on the other hand, was feeling guilty about what he had said to the lady earlier on. He turns around right at the foot of the door and says, "Could you please forgive me for what I said before? I didn't mean to be rude." The lady was casual about the entire thing and said, "Don't even mention it. It's okay." Botlhale then smiled and turned around to exit the room. As he was turning around, the last box in the cabinet caught his attention, and then he exited. The lady closed the door behind her, and they all went to the pay point. Botlhale was whistling with his arms behind his head, and he thought, "I can't believe how well this day has gone. Nothing can ruin my mood now." The moment had arrived. Botlhale was about to get the ring he thought was cool. And that's the end of the 22nd release. Jonathan is about to buy Botlhale an ElementRing, and all Botlhale can think is what if he doesn't like it, or what if it doesn't live up to his expectations. He even made Tisetso laugh when he told the lady who was helping them that magic doesn't exist, even though he believes in the things he believes in. Keep following, keep tuning in. Thanks for the support, and bye for now.